Hello, everyone.
It's us again!
Hello, you two. I'm so sorry, but if you're looking for the director, I'm afraid she still hasn't returned.
What? She still isn't back after 2 whole days?
Not exactly, but it's not unheard of. The director is unpredictable sometimes. She's been known to disappear for up to 2 weeks.
Okay, well, in that case, a couple of days isn't a huge deal. Hu Tao will be Hu Tao.
Hey, I spy Traveler and Paimon. Man, how long has it been? Happy Lantern Rites.
Oh, hey, Coming.
Happy Lantern Rite, Tommy.
So, what brings you here?
I'm gonna make a delivery to True Vale. It works out nicely because my dad eagers for me to go home for the holidays anyway. So, two birds with one stone.
Hold on. A delivery from the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor to Chenyu Vale? Is this for the Feiyun Commerce Guild by any chance?
Wait, what? Have you been learning fortune telling or something? How could you know that?
No. We just ran into Singcho a couple of days ago, so he told us the news.
Ooh, you scared me for a sec. I thought that sprung a leak on the one job that we're specifically told has to be extremely hush-hush. But it sounds like you found out by another source, so we're all good. Miss Undertaker, is everything ready to be loaded up? If so, I'll do quick inventory count, then we'll be on our
The
way.
goods are ready for inspection. This way, please.
Wait, coming! The last we heard, Baiju was still trying to figure out a way to help Xingqiu's great-grandfather. So, did it not work then?
Oh, Baiju's part is news to me. But anyways, the master said they want us some items back home to get ahead of the situation. I guess they're hoping that the best and playing for the worst. Don't worry, there is still hope.
Ah, gotcha. Hey, Traveler, do you think we should go see Xingqiu?
Before you run off on a wild goose chase, Master Xingqiu already is back home in Vale. He and his brother made his trip together. Something about checking if any repairs are needed at family home.
That doesn't sound promising.
Let's check in with Baiju.
Yeah, he's sure to know what's going on.
Alright, well, I better get moving next time. We're going for dim sum.
Baiju, what are the chances? We were just about to go looking for you.
Most curious coincidence, he was searching for you too.
I was indeed. Traveler, there's a situation I need your help with.
Has his lordship taken the turn for the worse?
No, his condition is stable for now. This is a different situation. It's about Chi-Chi.
Chi-Chi? What's wrong with her? Has she passed out too?
She still hasn't come back from her herb gathering trip. It was 2 days ago that she left, and she was supposed to return the same day.
Oh, maybe all the mountain climbing slowed her down. Or maybe she got bored of work and turned it into a vacation.
Given Chi-Chi's unique condition, we always make sure to write the agreed return time in her notebook.
There's also rules in that notebook which says not finding herbs. Okay, get home late, not okay. But she's now over a day late, and still no sign of herbs.
Yikes! Has this ever happened before?
Never hints are concerned that something has happened to her. We posted a commission at the Adventurer Guild yesterday.
But I've dealt with many adventurers in the past, and they don't always fill me with confidence. So I'm not comfortable leaving the search for Chi-Chi to them alone.
Neither am I. Just this morning, some of the adventurers were back already saying they found the place where Chi-Chi went missing, but got spooked because it was haunted. Needless to say, they did not catch a glimpse of Chi-Chi herself.
In short, right now, you are the only person I feel I can trust completely.
Where did you send her to go herb gathering?
Wuwang Hill, in the Qingsa mountain range.
Qingsa again, huh?
Indeed. It's looking increasingly likely that something untoward has happened up there. I saw 2 new patients yesterday. Their symptoms were identical to those present in Timaeus and his lordship.
We can discuss that later. Right now, we should go.
Finding Chi-Chi is the #1 priority right now. We'll update you as soon as we can.
Thank you both. I'm counting on you.
Funeral Pyre has no master. So we're using Ganyu. We theoretically wouldn't use Farina, but due to the fact that I don't really have a Hydro leeway character, makes it hard. I mean, I guess we could use Xingqiu. What? That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make a Leeway Pacifica team. We can use Yelan, but I'm using Yelan's weapon on Ganyu for right now.
For justice.
Where am I going? Why am I running?
Is it just Paimon, or is this place creepier than ever? Paimon really hopes Chi-Chi's okay.
Rain outlines your fate. Know my sword!
Born of ice and frost. For Rex Lapis!
Order guide you. Solidify!
Transfiguration!
Access denied.
Look! It's another one of Lan Yan's rattan figures! Does that mean she's been here?
Probably and likely with Hu Tao.
Just what are they up to? Oh, Paimon's got it! They came here to go ghost hunting! The people from the Adventurers Guild did say Wuwang Hill was haunted. Hu Tao knows all about ghosts, and Lan Yan's rattan figures have all those witness sigils on them. So she must know what she's doing too!
Then what happened to Chi-Chi?
One second. Oh, okay. Hear Paimon out. Chi-Chi's a zombie, so her joints are stiff. That means she can't run too fast, and so she must have gotten kidnapped by a ghost.
A perfectly logical argument, but somehow still not very credible.
All right then. Well, let's keep looking for clues. We'll see who's right soon enough. Huh? What was that sound? Ah! Ghost incoming!
Hold up, it's me.
Yelan, what are you doing here? We were told this place was haunted. Well, guess it kinda was, just not by ghosts apparently.
That's right, I managed to scare off a few rookie adventurers, but it looks like you're not easy to spook. Anyways, don't go any further, there are dangers up
We have
ahead.
to find Chi-Chi! She went missing around here and she could be in danger!
I'm aware of the situation. My contacts in the Adventure Guild filled me in. I found an herb gathering basket part way up the mountain and possibly belongs to Chi-Chi, but I don't think she's here anymore.
What makes you so sure?
Because I scoured this whole place looking for clues. That's how I know that immediate areas is safe. But beyond this point, I can't be sure. So you're here to look for Chi-Chi as well. No, I am investigating an unknown disturbance here. About a month ago, the Minister of Civil Affairs noticed an unusual spike of numbers of elder people seeking medical care in Xinjiang Valley. Plus, they all seem to be suffering from an unknown illness in the village itself, but where we are now, I'm just gonna skip that. Oh, these download fucking things. Pause. But the village isn't far from here. The elderly residents are particularly vulnerable, which is why they're born in burnt ovens.
Huh. The plot thickens.
I bet Hu Tao and Lenya knew something.
Probably. If only we knew where the heck they'd gone.
I might have some idea.
Really? So where are they?
Somewhere difficult to reach. For now, you should come with me, and we need to speak with Ningguang.
What? Why?
Don't act so surprised. I just shared top secret information with you. Surely you didn't think I would let you walk away.
What are you gonna do?
I'm kidding. Ningguang is well aware of the situation with Director Hu, and everything I've seen suggests that Lainla and Jichi has ended up in the same place as her. Come on, Ningguang will explain everything.
My contract goes unfulfilled.
I was not expecting that. In the past, I would say no way. I mean, I'll be happy to join you, but I'm not about to tell my crew they won't get to go home for the festival this year. That's all goes without saying, unlike what I hoped you're going to say next. You're sure have a way of words. Alright, fine. It's a yes. The Gate of Fright, Gunwood Stone Forest. Yeah, I'll handle it. I knew I could count on a great Captain Beto to answer my call of duty. Save the compliments. Just make sure you pay my crew properly. It's Lantern Rite, so they will be expecting 5 times their usual rate. Ha, the deal is sealed, then the trap is sprung. Well, you got me now, so what about your share? How much will that rob of me? Oh, please. Firstly, no one can rob, not even me. Secondly, keep my share. It's my gift to you. Go buy yourself a new hairpin with it. Save me a trip to the market, right? Ha ha ha. Oh, hey, Traveler in Paimon.
Ahoy there, Captain Beto!
Beto. Little Paimon, the bright-eyed enthusiast, is exactly what Ningguang needs. She's you, by the way, got some real back-breaking work lined up for you.
What?
Haha, sorry, I gotta dash. See y'all around, folks. Oh yeah, and happy Lantern Rite. Yelan clearly knows me well. She brought you two here without me needing to say a word. I might just skip all this. I'm not gonna read all this. If you guys want to read it, you can pause and read it yourself. I'm not gonna read this. I feel like if this was such a huge concept of the story, they should have had voices.
Border? The border? That border? find out about the border. Wait, and how did you know we'd been there before? Oh, right. Literally your job to know that kind of stuff. Fair enough. Good job.
How are you so sure they're at the border?
If even Hu Tao can't get out, there must be something seriously wrong. Of course! But there's one problem. Last time we went to the border, Hu Tao led the way. We don't know how to get there on our own. Oh, yeah!
Technically, Zhao is the embodiment of death. He's like the gatekeeper of the death. May heal myself.
Xiao, you're already here!
It's like
Dangerous
no
never
one.
stopped the traveler
There's
before,
like
has
no
it?
dialogue. The only character that has dialogue, I believe, is just Paimon.
Exactly! What? Are we not... You! Come on, think of something! Huh? What do you... Oh, yeah, so, this is a protective talisman that Zhangli gave us. It even has the symbol of Rex Lapis on it, see? He said we'd better get Hu Tao back, safe and sound, or there will be consequences. Oh, drat! Zhangli swindled us! Oh, so that's what this is about? You're worried that you won't be able to rescue us if something bad happens, huh? Paimon can understand, but still. Right! Hu Tao understands the border better than anyone. Without her, no one has a clue how to handle this situation. Yep, that makes us the second most experienced border goers after Hu Tao. Whoa, that was fast. So, do you know the spell to open the border? That was amazing! So you can see Fetter?
Useless. Worthless!
Monsters!
Boring! Worthless! Worthless! Here! Huh. Useless!
Looks like it was Fetter you saw back there after all. Huh? What did you do?
So if I die, I die.
Paimon kinda recognizes this place from last time, but something feels different.
Did I mess up? Maybe I jump off.
We're
No?
way behind schedule.
Well,
Gather!
I gotta leave the dungeon because I think I was supposed to hit something there before I went down.
Paimon kinda recognizes this place from last time, but something feels different.
Born of ice and frost.
Well, apparently.
Solidify!
Take your true form! No touching!
The path ends here. Should we jump down? Isn't that how we did it last time? Huh. We're nearly at the end, right? How come we still haven't found them yet? Also, it's kind of hard to tell that there's been a huge disaster here. It seems just as serene as last time. Maybe try using Xiao's ability.
Access denied.
Stabilize!
My will embodied. No, my sword.
Hey, that's one of Madame Lan's rattan figures! It just ran away! Let's go after it! The rattan figure is covered in feather! How did that happen? Let's see if there are any more. Why would Madame Lan leave her rattan figures here? It's like she's using them to cast some sort of spell. Well, if there's two, Paimon bets there's gotta be more.
Next on the agenda.
Ah! What's going on? Where is this? Oh, is this what the border actually looks like? Get ready to jump again!
I'm sleepy. Don't fall asleep, Chi-Chi. But so
Focus
sleepy.
on my voice, Chi-Chi. You are not feeling sleepy. You are the most awake person in the whole world. Even if everyone else falls asleep, you are going to stay wide awake.
The whole world asleep, Chi-Chi awake.
Even so, doesn't really solve anything.
Hang in there. I'm close to figuring out how to get to the exit. Want to close my eyes and dream.
Fight it, Chi-Chi. Fight it.
A dream, huh? Alright, Chi-Chi, let me help you with that. Now listen closely. This is how you're going to dream is gonna go. Pick the herbs in the blazing sun. Chi-Chi whispers her brow. Picking herbs, Chi-Chi. She finds a temple on the hill and goes seek the Tao. Temple on the hill. An old priest greets her at the door, surprised her name is Hu Tao. Hu Tao. She grabs the young Chi-Chi with both her hands and buries her deep underground by Rex's lapis she'll never be found. No, don't bury me, help! Not so sleepy now, are you? No, wide awake with fright.
Drat! Hu Tao, we've got a problem. Somehow they've broken through my illusion.
The monsters, you mean? Monsters?
Don't be afraid, Chi-Chi. We'll protect you.
Hu Tao, Madame Lan, Chi-Chi! Oh, thank goodness we finally found you.
What the? Oh, so it was you guys. Traveler and Paimon.
You frightened me for a second. I thought my illusion had been undone by a bunch of monsters. How did you find this place?
Let me guess, Cynthia, and I knew she would act if I missed our meeting.
Wow, so Hu Tao really planned ahead. She knew someone would come after her.
It's dangerous here, time to get out.
It's not as simple as that. This place is changing constantly. Director Hu has found the exit plenty of times, but it would always close before we can get to it.
Don't worry, we've got you covered.
You found them. The Conqueror of Demons is coming. Why, thank you. No need, I'll open the passage now. Monsters!
Drat! They must have sensed the new way out.
Let them come. If their funeral, the courtship of the Director Hu. This is what will take me times or
Hurry,
so.
we gotta fend them off!
I'll help too. Oh.
Let them fly. Swift as the swallow.
Orders given. Orders received.
Time to go! Go! Up and away!
Life goes on. Sacred name. Fortune preserve.
Dancing in the wind. See?
You see, Xiao? Told you we'd be fine.
Excuse me, sir, but are you the legendary conqueror of demons?
I tried to block the hole, but instead I fell
There's
in.
clearly something special about Chi-Chi. If I'd absorbed that much fetter, I don't think I'd still be around to tell the tale.
Chi-Chi's condition is certainly unique, but regardless, it was still a risky call.
Let's get her to Boo Boo Pharmacy, shall we?
I'll take her. Your work is still not done, so you should return.
Oh, true. We shouldn't keep Ningguang waiting any longer. She's probably as stressed as a slime in a hot spring by this point, right? Okay, well, we can discuss that later. Let's just head back.
Dun, 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 dun. So this is what's weird, is they could have made Hu Tao part of the Leeway Chronicle banner. Or a rerun. Because this would have been the best time to throw her into the rerun. Alright. Let's not jump directly there. We'll drop here. And I believe you need the silk flowers for Hu Tao.
Ningguang! Ningguang! We got everyone back safely! Paimon thought you'd be super anxious having to wait for us here at Yujing Terrace, but you seem as calm as ever.
Huh? So this isn't the first time? I've never heard of this happening before.
You're thinking about Natlan, right? It did feel kind of similar, but not exactly the same. Is Liyue's border anything like the Night Kingdom in Natlan? No wonder so many people have been aging faster than normal.
Then what should we do now?
Wait a second. That gates method you mentioned. Are you talking about the one from the sanctification of Tao Du? Do-over? You mean make a whole new border? And the seven? What do you mean, obfuscate?
As in, disappear from the ley lines completely, never to be seen again, taking the banished evil along with them.
So someone has to die for this to work? But you can't seriously be considering this.
Let's not forget, they were purified a whole god, as bad as things are now, still from what they had to deal with. Besides, the border isn't completely ruined, so we are the only fixing one part of it. If you ask me, as long as there's array of masters can withstand a huge blast of, they'll be just fine. Do you have any proof back up the statement, Director Hu? My proof is that I know the most about life and death out of everyone here, unless one wants to do that. No one? Okay, good. Looks like an agreement. In that case, we can plan our next steps as soon remaining 4.
Huh? There was a disaster at Wuwang Hill? What happened?
Some sort of natural disaster, wasn't it? There used to be a village there, but then there was a flood or something. Took a lot of lives. And all the survivors moved away. But that doesn't explain how Wuwang Hill became the dark and gloomy place it is today. Maybe there was more to it. Sounds good. If we're all done here, I'd better get going too.
Wait, Long Yan. Paimon meant to ask, how did you know where to find Hu Tao? Did you already know something was wrong with the border?
Oh, that. Yeah, I definitely owe you an explanation. Why don't you meet me at the Adventurers Guild later? I just need to write a letter to my family first. I want to let them know I'm fine. And I also have some questions I want to ask them.
Alright, then we'll see you at the Adventurers Guild.
Traveler! Paimon! Over here! Perfect timing. I literally just posted my letter. Anyway, back to your question. Let me guess. You're probably thinking I predicted the border crisis with some kind of mysterious magic.
Well, yeah! Aren't the Lawns of Chen Yu Vale all experts at Chiman divination or something?
No, that's simply not true. Yes, the Chiman arts have been practiced in my clan for many generations. And yes, Wind Reader is listed as one of our ancestors in the genealogy. But my family are only distant relatives. We branched off from the main family line long ago. By my grandpa's generation, the only Chiman he knew was a few parlor tricks. Put it like this. My grandpa makes a living telling fortunes in Yilong Wharf. But I'm making more than him just selling my handmade arts and crafts.
Huh. So why exactly did you come to look for Hu Tao?
Because Grandpa's readings have gone sideways recently. The romance and career fortunes are doing okay. But when it comes to longevity, everyone's readings suddenly saying they only have a few years left to live. It gave Grandpa quite a fright. Fearing backlash from his clients, he closed shop and shut himself away at home, trying to divine an answer to the strange readings. But after days and nights of divination, the only clue he got was Wangshang Funeral Parlor. Right around that time, I happened to receive an invitation from the Ministry of Civil Affairs to organize a street fair. So I figured I might as well drop by the funeral parlor to see what Director Hu might know about all this.
Oh. Wait, so your grandpa's divinations were correct all along, weren't they? The longevity readings were affected by the border crisis, and Wangshang Funeral Parlor was the answer, because they could fix it!
It's certainly looking that way. Apparently every soul in Liyue is now living under the creeping shadow of death. But so far, we are the only ones in the know. Wait, that's the one I left at Miss Yingar's shop. It's actually a product of genuine Chiman art. It's engraved with an exorcism sigil to absorb inauspicious energy in their owner's place, so they won't come to harm. I had no idea you'd been holding on to it all this time. I guess it was meant to be. You're more than welcome to keep it if you like. When I first arrived at Liyue Harbor, I passed by a large house and felt a chill go down my spine. So I made a rattan figure and gave it to the young master there. Later on, I also sensed something similar around Timaeus, so I made another one and left it at Scent of Spring. Then I followed Director Hu to Wuwang Hill, only to find she disappeared without a trace. While I was searching the area, I found Miss Chi-Chi. She was stuck in some kind of crevice, and she seemed to be blocking something from coming through. When I tried to pull her out, we both got pulled into a cold, dark place, which I soon discovered was the border. We wandered around aimlessly for a while, until we ran into Director Hu. She'd lit some incense, and was burning Feder left and right with a flaming staff. But there was just too much. There was no way she could hope to get rid of it all. Worse still, the Feder blocked off the way we'd come in, trapping us inside. Thank goodness you came to our rescue.
Yeah.
What an ordeal! Still, your family sounds more impressive than you let on. Didn't you use some kind of illusion magic in the border?
Yes. Actually, that and the rattan figures are things I learned from one of my cousins in the main branch of my family. She's been practicing the Chiman art since she was little. She's also the one I posed some questions to in my letter back home. Wow! Good guess. Yes, I want to know for sure whether sacrificing one of the participants is a necessary part of the method or not. I figured she might know.
Huh? But Hu Tao already told us it won't come to that. She said we just need to make sure the person can withstand a strong blast of Feder.
I certainly hope that's true, but I can't help but feel uneasy about it. I haven't known Director Hu for long, but I get the sense that she prefers to keep the truth bottled up sometimes. Sure, she talks a lot, and isn't afraid to broach dark and uncomfortable topics, but she really hasn't said much in the way of her own private thoughts. It's like she's already got a plan, and is keeping it to herself.
You mean, you think she lied to us?
I wouldn't call it lying per se, but remember when the Tianquan asked about the incident at Wuwang Hill from a decade ago?
Yep. Hu Tao said that it doesn't have anything to do with what's happening now. Are you saying they actually are related?
I just heard that there was a flood. But given everything that's going on, I think it likely had to do with the border as well. That would at least explain the strange weather going on at Wuwang Hill. I remember my cousin saying that around that time, the Wangshang funeral parlor set up an altar on top of the hill. I just assumed it was for a funeral. But now, I can't help but wonder if it was some sort of ritual to try and fix the border. Anyway, the ceremony was hosted jointly by two former directors of the Wangsheng funeral parlor, namely Hu Tao's father and grandfather.
Oh, really? Hu Tao's never mentioned her dad to us before. How strange. So you think there's more to the story, huh?
Yeah, but since she brushed it aside when the Tianquan asked her about it, I don't see how I can broach the topic. I've only known her for a few days.
Huh? You think we should ask her about it? But she's never opened up to us about family stuff before. What if she shuts us out? Hey, that isn't very nice. Alright, let's go find her and take it from there.
Let me tell you how it is.
Hu Tao!
Traveler Paimon, what's up? We haven't spoken in 5 minutes, and you're missing me already?
Yep, so we thought we'd come hang out with you. What were you looking at just now?
Something so amazing you wouldn't believe it. But I'm not showing you. Why? Is it a secret photo of me? Seriously though, you probably shouldn't joke about that. You don't want to jinx it. Jinx it how? The people in the picture keeps appearing in my dreams lately, and none of them are around anymore, so keeping you out of the picture is probably for the best. I'll quit joking around. Here, take a
Huh?
look.
Wait, are they?
Yep, my dad and grandpa. Without this picture, I'll probably have forgotten what dad looks like by now. When he passed away, I was still too young to understand what was going on. Everything I know about my dad, I've learned from my grandpa. So what happened to him? There was a border incident about a dozen years ago. My dad tried using the arts of Homa to burn away but he slipped up and suffered exposure to it and died on the spot.
That's awful. So, is that what made Wulong Hill the way it is today?
Yep, his mistake didn't just cost him his own life. It took most of the village out and left the lasting change of Hill itself. Thankfully, my grandpa managed to deal with the fallout, but that's not to say he escaped unscathed. He didn't even make it to his 60 before he passed away. So your grandpa was affected by the incident with your dad. Well, he never admitted it, of course, but given how fit and healthy he was before that, I would expect him to have a few more years in him.
Sounds like you blame your dad for all this.
How could I not? It would be one thing if he was just a spoiled brat who never amount to anything, but he was a genius. He was, and still is, best spellcaster in our family for generations. Grandpa always called him gifted for mastering the art by the age of 8. But by the time my dad was 8, he was already hosting rituals and incense fetch all by himself. Fixing the border crisis should have been a piece of cake for him, and he messed up. Who else is there to blame if not him?
But maybe the question is, why did he mess up?
Because he was an unworthy director, and every past director has burned away from all their belongings when they passed on, leaving at most 1 or 2 items behind. My grandpa, for example, left only his hat behind, but my dad left a whole pile of stuff, including the meaningless picture.
But doesn't that show how much he cared?
No, all it shows that he was unable to let go, and the fact that he couldn't let go is why he failed during the ritual. He was too attached to his aging father and his young daughter and the world where we were all together. That's why he hesitated in that final moment, because he was afraid to die. He lost focus and death won, taking his life and many others. In the line of work, we know better than anyone how hard go can be. We see it all the time. But the funeral director is one thing we cannot allow ourselves to fall victim to. Like Grandpa always says, we should live in life, die in death. That's the whole basic of the Wanshang funeral parlor existence. Unfortunately, with my dad, these teaching went in one ear and out the other. He really let everyone down.
You don't need to be so hard on him. Sure, he made a mistake, but he can't have meant for things to turn out this way.
You're missing the point, my little Paimon. It's precisely because he's my dad that I choose not to hold back. There isn't a father in the world who would disapprove of their daughter being outspoken, because a father's biggest fear is that once he's not around anymore, his daughter will never get to be that carefree, sassy little kid ever again. So I'm gonna keep talking trash about him all I want, and on the off chance he ever overhears me, I know he'll take some comfort from knowing that I will never stop just being myself and living my life my way. Anyways, so that's the brief history of the Wong Hill for you. Anything else you would on the agenda? Thanks for being so open with us. Did you think I will hide it from you? Nah. We're better buds than that. Plus, did you just rescue me from the border? So I owe you big time. Answering your question seems like the least I could do.
Alright, in that case, Paimon has one last question. Earlier, you said that no one will have to die when the array is activated. Is that the truth?
Yes. In my highly proficiency opinion, yes.
Okay. That's all Paimon wanted to hear.
Try not to dwell too much on this stuff, okay? There are 2 days to go, so go check the street fair. Enjoy yourself. You said it yourself, remember? You gotta keep full work-life balance. I'll see you in 2 days. This time, we're gonna turn death to ashes. How many days is left of Lantern Rite? That's the question I gotta ask. 6 days? Alright. I'm gonna end the stream here. I feel like I did a little bit of that. We're gonna finish this. Hopefully, next patch most likely will be. Well, how many days is left? 8 days left before we. Yeesh. I got a lot to catching up to do. I still got to do Honkai Star Rail, Zinla Zone Zero, and Wandering Ways. So, God. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys later.